Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's podcast. I am Julia, and I am so happy you are here. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic: how to speak English confidently. I know that many of you want to speak English fluently, but sometimes you feel nervous or afraid to speak. You may worry about making mistakes, saying the wrong words, or being judged, and that is completely normal. You are not alone. The good news is that speaking English confidently is possible for everyone, even if you are a beginner. Today, I will share simple tips, practical exercises, and small daily habits that can help you speak English more confidently. By the end of this episode, you will have easy ways to reduce fear, improve your speaking, and feel proud of yourself every time you speak English. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's start this journey together. Speaking English can be fun, and with the right steps, you can do it confidently. Now let's talk about why many people feel afraid to speak English. The first reason is fear of making mistakes. Many learners worry that they will say something wrong or use the wrong word. They think that mistakes are bad. But the truth is, mistakes are a normal part of learning. Everyone makes mistakes when they are learning a new language, even native speakers sometimes. The second reason is fear of being judged by others. You may feel shy or embarrassed when speaking English in front of friends, teachers, or strangers. You may think, will they laugh at me, or will they understand me? This fear can make you stay quiet, even if you know the words. The third reason is lack of practice and experience. Many people have learned English in classrooms, reading books, or doing exercises, but they do not have many chances to speak English in real life. Without practice, speaking feels scary and difficult. Another reason is perfectionism. Some learners want to speak perfectly with no mistakes, but when we try to be perfect, it creates fear and stops us from speaking at all. Remember, speaking English is about communication, not perfection. So, if you feel afraid to speak English, know this: it is completely normal. Almost everyone feels this way, and it does not mean you are not good at English. The important thing is to understand these fears and learn how to overcome them step by step. Now that we know why people feel afraid, let's talk about the real cause of speaking fear. The truth is, fear comes from the mind, not from English itself. Our brain wants to protect us from failure or embarrassment. When we think, I might make a mistake or people might laugh at me, our brain sends a signal of fear. And this is why speaking English feels scary. Another important reason is lack of practice. When we do not speak often, our mind thinks that speaking English is difficult, but the more we practice, the more our brain becomes comfortable and the fear starts to disappear. So the real cause is a combination of fear in the mind and not enough practice. The good news is we can change both. By practicing regularly and changing how we think about mistakes, we can speak English more confidently. Remember, fear is natural, but it does not have to stop you. It is just a feeling, and feelings can change with action and practice. Now let's talk about something very important: changing your mindset. Your mindset is the way you think about speaking English, and the right mindset can make a big difference in your confidence. First, remember this: mistakes are normal. Every person who learns English makes mistakes. Mistakes are not failures. They are proof that you are learning. So instead of being afraid of mistakes, try to see them as stepping stones to improvement. Second, focus on progress, not perfection. You do not need to speak perfectly. The goal is to communicate your ideas and keep trying. Even small steps every day can lead to big results over time. Third, believe in yourself. Say to yourself, I can speak English. I am improving every day. Positive thoughts create positive actions. When you believe in yourself, you naturally speak more confidently. Finally, think of speaking English as practice, not performance. You are not on stage. You are simply trying, learning, and growing. This mindset makes speaking easier and more enjoyable. So the key is to change your thoughts about mistakes, progress, and practice. With the right mindset, your fear will start to reduce and your confidence will grow. Now let's talk about some practical tips to reduce your fear of speaking English. These tips are simple, and you can start using them today. Tip 1. Start small. You don't have to speak long sentences at first. Begin with short and simple sentences like hello, how are you, or I like coffee. When you start small, speaking feels easier, and your confidence grows step by step. Tip 2. Practice speaking to yourself. Yes, talking to yourself in English might feel funny at first, but it works. You can describe your day, talk about your plans, or repeat sentences you learned. This helps your brain get used to speaking English without fear of judgment. Tip 3. Use simple sentences and common words. You don't need complicated words. Words you already know are enough to express your ideas. Focus on communicating clearly, not perfectly. Tip 4. Record yourself. Use your phone or computer to record your voice. Then, listen carefully. This helps you notice small mistakes and improve slowly. Don't worry about errors. Just focus on progress. Tip 5. Practice with supportive people. Find a friend, family member, or online partner who encourages you. Speaking with someone kind and patient will reduce fear and make speaking fun. Tip 6. Prepare short sentences in advance. Before speaking in a real situation, think of 2 to 3 sentences you can say. Preparation gives you confidence and reduces nervousness. Tip 7. Speak slowly and breathe. When we are afraid, we often speak fast. Slow down, take a deep breath, and speak clearly. This simple step can make you feel calmer and more confident. Remember, reducing fear takes time. The key is small, consistent actions every day. Even 5 to 10 minutes of practice daily can make a big difference over a few weeks. Now that we know how to reduce fear, let's talk about how to build confidence when speaking English. Confidence comes from practice, preparation, and positive habits. First, celebrate small successes. Every time you speak English, even one sentence, you are improving. Say to yourself, I did it. I spoke English today. Celebrating small wins helps your brain feel positive and encourages you to speak more. Second, learn phrases and sentences, not just words. When you know a complete sentence, it is easier to speak naturally. For example, instead of memorizing the word eat, learn a sentence like, I want to eat an apple. This makes speaking smooth and confident. Third, speak with supportive people. Talk to someone who encourages you. When you feel safe, you are less afraid of mistakes. You can practice with friends, family, or online partners. Fourth, visualize successful conversations. Before speaking, close your eyes and imagine yourself speaking confidently and being understood. Visualization prepares your mind, reduces fear, and gives you a boost of confidence. Fifth, practice regularly. Confidence grows when you speak a little every day. Even 5 to 10 minutes daily makes a difference over time. Remember, confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build step by step. So, to build confidence, celebrate progress, use sentences, practice with supportive people, visualize success, and speak every day. These simple habits will help you speak English more confidently, naturally, and happily. Now, let's talk about how to overcome the fear of making mistakes. Many learners stop speaking English because they are afraid of errors, but the truth is, mistakes are a natural part of learning. The first step is to change how you see mistakes. Instead of thinking, "I am failing," say, "I am learning." Every mistake teaches you something new and helps you improve. Second, correct yourself gently. If you notice a small error while speaking, just fix it calmly and continue. Do not stop or feel embarrassed. This shows your brain that mistakes are okay. Third, laugh at small errors. If you say a funny sentence, smile and move on. Laughing reduces stress and makes learning fun. Finally, keep speaking no matter what. The more you speak, the less fear you feel. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. The key is to speak, learn, and keep going. When you accept mistakes as part of learning, fear disappears and your confidence grows naturally. Now, let's talk about daily practice ideas that can help you build speaking confidence. Practice is the key to speaking English naturally and without fear. Idea 1. Talk to yourself in English. Describe what you are doing during the day. For example, say, "I am making tea," or "I am going to the market." Talking to yourself helps your brain get used to English, and you don't feel judged. Idea 2. Read aloud every day. Choose a book, article, or even short news. Read it aloud slowly. This improves your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence. Over time, reading aloud makes speaking easier. Idea 3. Shadow native speakers. Listen to English videos or podcasts and repeat what you hear. Try to copy the words, tone, and rhythm. This helps you speak more naturally and improves your listening skills too. Idea 4. Use English in everyday situations. Practice simple sentences while shopping, ordering food, or talking with friends. For example, "Can I have a coffee, please?" Or "How much is this?" Small daily interactions build big confidence. Idea 5. Learn and use useful phrases. Instead of learning only individual words, learn ready-made phrases like, "Can you help me?" or "I don't understand. Can you repeat?" Using phrases makes speaking easier and faster. Remember, daily practice doesn't have to be long. Even 5 to 10 minutes every day is enough to improve. The important thing is consistency. Little by little, you will notice your confidence growing, and speaking English will become much easier. Now, let's do a mini practice activity together. This is a simple way to start speaking English confidently right now. I want you to say 5 sentences about your day in English. For example, "I woke up at 7 a.m., I ate breakfast, I went for a walk, I studied English, I drank water." Take your time, speak slowly, and don't worry about mistakes. The goal is to practice speaking, not to be perfect. You can repeat this activity every day, and each day try to say a few more sentences. Little by little, your confidence will grow, and speaking English will become easier and more natural. Before we finish, I want to share a short story to motivate you. There was a student who was very afraid to speak English. At first, she could only say a few words, but every day she practiced for 5 to 10 minutes, talked to herself, and slowly built her confidence. After a few months, she was speaking in full sentences, asking questions, and even having conversations with friends. The lesson here is simple. Small steps every day make a big difference. You don't need to speak perfectly or quickly. What matters is consistency, courage, and practice. Remember, everyone starts somewhere, and you can also speak English confidently if you keep trying and never give up. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening and spending this time with me. Today, we learned that speaking English confidently is possible for everyone. We talked about why people feel afraid, how to change your mindset, practical tips, daily habits, and mini practice exercises. Remember, mistakes are part of learning, and every small step you take brings you closer to confidence. So, start today. Speak a few sentences, practice a little every day, and celebrate your progress. You can speak English confidently, and I believe in you. Don't forget to join me in the next episode for more tips to improve your English and speak with confidence. Until then, keep practicing, stay positive, and have fun speaking English. Goodbye, and see you next time.